it's Ashley Christina, and I came back today to go over a quick drugstore haul that I did yesterday at Walmart, and I want to just share a couple of those things that I purchased with you guys. And I think the best thing to start with is going to be makeup, of course, and I want to first off start with a new purchase that I'm sure everyone's talking about right now, which is the Maybelline, the Buffs collection, and it's basically just a batch of nude colors, and buff meaning it's very skin tone oriented and it almost has a lot of mauve in it, so it's very blushy. And the entire collection, I think it's like 10 colors or something like that. Very, very soft, very feminine colors. I ended up getting 930 Truffle Teas. They pretty much ran out of all of them, and the ones that were there had been tampered with, so I had to dig for this one in order to get one that had been untouched, and I really like it. I have it on right now, and I think that for the most part they look a lot alike in person, and it's not until you either go for the super light or the super dark shade that you see a drastic difference, because all the colors in between are off by a hair. But the color right after this is slightly different. I was in between this one and another one, and I chose this one because the other one had a little bit too much pink in it, and I was looking for something a little bit more towards the brown. It's very smooth, and you don't need a lip liner with this. I think it's perfectly fine on its own, and I do plan on getting a few more of these if I can track them down. They're a lot cheaper in certain places, like CVS has them for $8 something, whereas other locations have them for $5, $7, slightly cheaper. Target has them the cheapest, so hopefully they have them in stock, because it took forever for them to get the other matte bombs that came out. It took them forever to get them, and when they did have them, they only put 3 of each color out, so by the time I got my hands on it, they were gone. So that made me upset, but I recommend these bracelets, sorry. The next thing that I tackled was concealer. I keep buying concealers and I don't know why. Aside from the fact that I just feel like I haven't found the best one ever yet, I'm avoiding trying to get the MAC Pro because I want to see if I can get away with a really great concealer without having to spend $30 every time I use it or have to go purchase one. So the first one that I got is actually my holy grail summertime concealer, and it's the Revlon Photo Ready. It's in color Deep, and it's just a click stick. And again, I love this packaging. It's just cute, attractive packaging. My every other time concealer is again Photo Ready, but this color is in medium. It's lighter, it's heavy, but it's good if you have very deep circles, and there's times where I stay up a little bit too late and the next day I wake up and I have to use these. On top of that, I purchased a CoverGirl Fresh Complexion Concealer, and I'm pretty sure this is old school. I have seen this around before, but I purchased it for days that I really need to be a little bit brighter and need to just look more awake. It's a little bit too white, I guess I'll say, and it has enough yellow in it in that it blends well with other concealers that I have, but on its own, it's too much. And what I recently purchased was the True Match Super Blendable Makeup from L'Oreal, and my mother actually recommended this to me because I don't like liquid foundation, and it scared me to purchase this, but I have it on right now and I actually really, really like it. It is like water and it's super buildable. I like how if you just keep putting it on, it does continue to cover and it doesn't just go away. It literally latches onto your face. And I was actually doing my eyeshadow and I decided to go for a different look and tried to get it all off, and I actually struggled a little bit to get it off my face, which is a little scary. But in the event of a long day, in the event of someone approaching you and giving you a big hug, I don't feel like this is something that will give me a hard time and will end up all over the place. I feel like it'll stay put, and it's been around for so long, and I'm mad at myself because I keep seeing it on YouTube, and because it's liquid, I'm just like, no, I don't want it. But I have to say, I will probably be buying this for the rest of my life. This is really good foundation. I also purchased something called Cheat Glow, and it is considered a powder blush, but I would call it more of a highlight. It is, what color is this? It's called Central Park Pink, and I already broke the packaging, but it's this really pretty color, really pretty pink color, and I decided to grab it just solely based off, I was looking for something a little more feminine, a little bit lighter. I tend to go a little dark with my blushes, I don't know if you can tell. But I decided to purchase this just because I thought it was pretty, and I thought it was a great color to put on top of my blush. But as I started fiddling with it, I realized it really is better as a highlighter, as better as even something you throw on your eyes. I think it would be a really pretty eyeshadow as well. But let me see if you can, it's very fair. It's not, and you might not even be able to see it, but it's not an intense color at all. It's really, really, really fair. But it just has this really pretty pink color to it, almost kind of in this family, almost kind of like this. So I guess I was inspired to buy this while I had this in my hand. So I don't know, but we'll see how I end up using it. The next two makeup things that I bought are actually three. For a new setting powder, I got the Smooth Silk Loose Face NYC powder in translucent, just again for brightening. I forget how great translucent powder is. My mom used to use it all the time, and I just really like how fine it is and how little you need. I have another powder like this from Maybelline that I've had forever. I probably should buy a new one. And I just love them because they're so fine, so fluffy, and you have them forever, and it's worth the price. I can't even remember how much I paid for it, but it's NYC, so I couldn't have paid that much. But in the process of all of that, I just really keep forgetting how great translucent powder is, especially because it just goes great with every skin tone. It helps lighten you up a little bit. But as you know, if you use too much, you start to get white, so don't go crazy. I bought, what is this? Wet n Wild, again, Color Icon. I feel like I keep talking about this line, Color Icon. And what color is this? It doesn't even say. It's just considering, it's calling it bronze, so we'll go with that. And it's supposedly an eyeliner, but I feel like it's a little too dry. I feel like it could be a little bit silkier. Other than that, it's a really, really pretty color. And it has a great like shimmer to it in the sunlight, but you have to use a lot of it in order to even realize you have it on. So I think I paid $1.99 for it. Whatever. And lastly, in the makeup department, I purchased some new makeup brushes. I'll go like that. And I got them on Amazon. I will make an investment for Sigma brushes eventually, but I wanted some throw around brushes just until I figure out exactly what makeup I like, figure out exactly, you know, how I want to do my makeup, because when you first start out, you don't want to spend a ton of money on very fancy high-end brushes and you don't know what you're doing. Not to say that I don't know what I'm doing, but I figure I could know a lot more. But I decided to get these brushes. They're actually, I've tried them already. I've used a few of them today for my makeup, and I like them so far. They are still letting go of some hair, so once that's done, I will come back to you and let you know if they stay a like of mine. You never know. It might end up in an unfavorites video, so we'll see, right? But I didn't spend that much on them, but I bought an entire e.l.f. collection as well, and I absolutely love e.l.f. brushes. They're great if you want to get the look but not necessarily spend the money on it. And I think I got it during a sale. I think I got them for like $15. It was like originally $30, and if you spend $20 you get the whole set for like $15, something like that. But I wanted more brushes. I just wanted more brushes, and I wanted a lip brush and a few more eyeshadow brushes, so I said, why not, let's try it. And so far I do like them. The company is Shany, Shany, and again, I got them on Amazon. And take a look, see if there's something there that you might like. But like I said, I do plan on making an investment on some Sigma brushes. I do want a foundation brush by them. I do want a contouring brush, all of that stuff. So that will happen eventually. You will see me mention a Sigma brush here or there because everybody has them. They're awesome brushes. They are beautiful brushes and they're worth it, but not right now. Next, I want to get into face and hair. I have 3 more things that I want to talk about, and this is a oldie but goodie. It's the oil-free acne face wash from Neutrogena, and I saw a dermatologist during the summer, and I was using Cetaphil, and she told me that Cetaphil does nothing. I thought it was a great way to clean my face, but I was fooled, I guess, and she said, well, you have oily skin, you really should use Neutrogena. And so I had purchased this when it first got popular, kind of when I was a teenager, like 12, 13 years old, and I found my skin just very dry and all that other stuff, so I stopped using it, and now I feel like with more mature skin, this is the way to go. It definitely is amazing at cleaning my makeup, and I do occasionally use it to as well clean my face brushes. I'm sure that there's a problem with that in the makeup world, but for me, I like seeing all my makeup come out of my makeup brush. I don't feel comfortable being gentle with them because it does come back to haunt you when you break out or something like that and you realize, oh crap, you know, I haven't really been cleaning my makeup brushes like I should. So this is something that I have been using for a while, and for the most part I am an acne-free person. I get the occasional breakout here and there, but this is what I use. 2 hair products that I recently purchased. One was an impulse buy and the other was something that I have been looking at for a while. My mother brought this up to me, and it's Jamaican black castor oil hair food, and it is pretty serious. Actually, I have hair. It's gross. But it's supposed to be, it's considered hair food because it's supposed to help your hair grow, and it basically says that it is supposed to nourish, moisturize, and is used for breakage, dandruff, thinning hair, or dry hair. So I am looking to thicken my hair up a little bit, and I'm looking to, I don't really want long hair necessarily, but I would just like more hair. So I decided to make a purchase. This was actually an add-on item on Amazon. I don't know if you guys know about that, but when you are a Prime customer, you have certain items that are practically half the price, and what you do is you throw that into your cart, and you have to buy a bunch of other Prime items that go up to at least $25, and you get this item or whatever item that you add on for that low price. So this is usually about $13, and it's quite small, so I'm glad I didn't pay $13 for it, but it's average price about $13, and I only paid I think maybe $6, $7 for it. So it's a great way to try something out without paying that full price for it, because when I first got it and I saw how small it was, had I paid $13.99 for it, I would have been upset because the picture obviously makes it look huge, and it doesn't really have a smell. It's a very strange smell. I wouldn't use this, to make your hair smell good, because it really smells like something that does a job. So it's not here to make your hair smell great. It's solely based off of just trying to get your hair healthy again. And while it's solid, as soon as you put it in your hand and massage it, it turns into an oil, and then you put it into your scalp, on the ends of your hair, however you want to use it. And I guess, let's see in a month, if this was worth it. I'm gonna give it until the jar is completely empty, and we'll see if it did anything, if my hair feels thicker, stronger, whatever. And the last thing that I purchased was the Dark and Lovely 6-week anti-reversion cream serum. And like I said, this was an impulse buy, and I've been hearing about it for a while. I assumed it was pretty expensive, but it actually wasn't. It was like $7.50. So I said, why not? And the whole concept of this is to allow your relaxers to last longer. by using this, you get an extra 6 weeks out of your relaxer. So you can't put this in, you can't use this just to use it. You have to put it on wet hair, and you have to blow dry your hair. The heat is supposed to be an activator for the serum, and it's supposed to continue to make your hair smooth, so that way you don't feel compelled to get your hair relaxed again, which is obviously a harsh chemical and somewhat dangerous to use. So I purchased this, so we'll see if I get an extra 6 weeks or if I fail and go and get another relaxer. But I think it'll work. I tried it last night, and I could see why it's important to only use it on wet hair and to really allow the blow drying process to work, because it really does allow you to get into the root of your hair and really straighten it again. And had I continued on with the instructions and actually like curled my hair, I think that it definitely will allow me to get a little bit farther with this relaxing treatment than my previous ones, because I feel like I'm always putting them in, and that's really bad for your hair. So this was the last thing that I purchased, and hopefully it'll work. So like I said, let's see in like a month, 2 months, or until this is completely empty, if it did what it said it was supposed to do. So it says prevents curls, kinks, waves up to 6 weeks in between relaxing. So we'll see about that. But that's everything that I bought, and I hope to see you guys another day. What's today? Sunday. I will probably do another video Thursday or Friday. I have recently made a NYX purchase. I have actually 2 more things coming in the mail. I have a face cream coming in the mail on Tuesday that I bought along with the brushes and the hair stuff, but it came separate. I don't know why. But I have a face cream coming. We'll see about that. And I have a NYX purchase that I recently made, and it was basically just the loved butter glosses and the newly released butter lipsticks. So I bought a few colors of each, and we'll see how that works. I should be getting that this week. Hopefully the snow doesn't mess anything up again, but I will be back to make another haul video for those few items, and I will see you at the end of the week. So goodbye. Bottle. Oops. Shoot. Oh. Son of a... There we go.